Hello?
You there, dude?
Yeah, hello?
Hey, Salon, what's going on, man?
What's up?
Not much. Sorry, I had my mic on mute for like a small second, so I had to go and grab it. But
Alright.
yeah, by the time I
You
unmuted
broadcasting?
myself, what's that?
You broadcasting?
Yeah, I am.
Alright.
Yeah, by the time I was done unmuting myself, you kind of left before like the small second I had the chance.
Oh. So, what game are you playing?
Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition.
Oh, alright.
A really good series.
I'm on GTA right now, if you wanna hop on.
Eh, I'm basically gonna put GTA down just for the day. After all,
Alright. Yeah.
I think we all actually deserve a break at least one day out of an entire week.
Do you like the movie Suicide Squad?
What's that?
Suicide Squad.
What do I think of Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Well, Harley Quinn looks hotter than ever.
Yeah, she is.
Joker is kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of mixed about him. I can't say that he's not the best, he's not the worst. He's like, eh, I think maybe
Yeah,
there's some more growth for him. He needs to try a
I
little
like
bit more
Harley
harder.
Quinn.
But overall, I think it's not going to be too bad. Will Smith being a
Yeah.
part of that, he actually is a very well-known actor, so I won't say that everything he does is good since we have Wild West to thank for that, but at the end of it all, he kind of basically brings a good light to the whole room. So it kind of helps make it a
Yeah.
little bit more endurable.
I like Harley Quinn. She's hot.
Is there by chance you can turn up your mic sensitivity?
Oh, can you hear me now?
What's that?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're not powerful enough to be over my game, so I would have figured at least have a balanced
Alright.
system. Yeah, my
Am I
game
better
sound
now?
is my game sounds a bit more powerful than yours.
Um,
Mhm. Just it's a bit more powerful. I just need you to rival with it just a little bit.
yeah.
So that way it
I
helps to
know.
make more balanced within communication and enjoyability of the
Yeah.
game. Mhm.
Oh wait, are you from US?
Yeah, I am.
Alright.
I should memorize the dialogue in this game. I never took the time to.
Do you think GTA is starting to be kind of boring?
Well, I want to say the same can be said for a lot of companies with their poor decision and business practices because it's starting to appeal that way to me. It's as if the entire industry is running out of ideas. Now, I've seen a lot of creative works, but when it comes to loyalty to video games, at least within me and you as a customer and our personal perspective, we're not really, as the internet as a whole, we don't like the idea of change, since we can thank Obama for that. We don't like to move on. We like to stay the way we are. But at the same time, when we ask these questions, if like certain games are getting boring, as a good example here would be GTA, it's kind of hard to bear that question in mind while taking the responsibility of wanting to move on, to actually play
Yeah,
different games. I'm not trying to put you on the spotlight, but this does have large relations to your question.
mm, yeah, because I think it's kind of boring because I've played it so much, so it's not even fun anymore.
Well, do you think it'll be a better decision? And I'm not judging you, but do you think it will be a better decision to try different games, even if you suck at them? Are you willing to actually make the attempt to go through that aggravation of trying something new rather than being bored at what you're really good at?
Yeah, yeah, I'm thinking about trying new games, but I'm not sure which games are good, so
Well, the best decision that you should always ask is if always ask a person as your fellow gamer. This is why we have a community. Is that you have to ask them this question. If I wanted to try a new series, say such and such, always ask this question. Have you heard of the X series? Like just when I say X, like algebra, find the value of X. Like such as
mhm.
Metal Gear or Devil May Cry or Legend of Zelda or something like Sonic the Hedgehog. Have you
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
of X
yeah.
series, And what do you think would
No,
be a
not
good game
really.
to start on? And if they say, wait a second, yeah, I'm actually a fan of that series, I can tell you a good way to get a good start. That way you can get a feel for this new series you like to branch yourself out on.
Mm,
Now, with me, it would be Devil May Cry. And I can say it would be a good series to actually put yourself in terms with. And if you like
really?
it is. It makes you, it has a very fluid combat system. The story is very well excellent driven. There are 5 different playable characters to choose from. Um, and it does have about 5 games in the entire series as a whole. But when you actually start to get to know the characters a bit more and you feel more comfortable with it, then you will truly actually get a better feel of what you're getting yourself into. And it won't be too bad of a journey. So I can tell you that as a series as a whole, if you like to feel more free with your combat based abilities, as if you want to fight something, this will be an excellent start. Now, a good game that I would like for you to start with would be the first game. That way you
Yeah,
get to understand how it works, at least to the core
yeah,
elements.
yeah. I understand you, man. But I'm thinking about Mortal Kombat first. I'm not sure.
Mortal Kombat is a pretty good fighting game. In
Yeah.
considering the fact that it's been around when I was actually even a baby.
Mhm.
And
How
hey,
old are you now?
I am a veteran, so I can tell you that that's a good series. Now, I never actually personally played a lot of the newer ones. I have played Armageddon, and I have played the original for the, I think the SNES.
Yeah.
Um, I would say that you can probably try them out. And if Mortal Kombat's not your thing, there's many other different fighting games to go with. There's the
Mm.
Street Fighter
Or
series. Um,
yeah.
Tekken as well as SNK. There's so many.
Yeah. And I'm thinking a little bit of Dying Light, but I don't know.
Oh, I do have that game. In fact, believe it or not, my friend Rainbow Cakes, if I ever actually get a hold of him, you can actually talk to him and he can help you out.
Alright.
He will be the guy that you would go to at least on more information about it. Now, I actually have the game, but I just don't play it very much because, well, I've been playing nothing but GTA. So I wouldn't be the best one to go to, but Rainbow Cakes would be the guy. However, another game that I would say would be a good alternative for Dying Light, since I have played a little bit with Rainbow, would be Dead Island. That one I personally can say will be a very good first-person game.
Oh, Dead Island.
Yes.
I'm not sure, but
it is a good game. I have actually played it. It was very fun. As far as I am aware of, the characters I'm not too certain about. I never got a chance to kind of feel for them. But when it comes to the gameplay elements, you can add, you can get weapons from the world, that are scattered all over the place, RPG style, at least how the weapons will work. And you can make them electric, you can have flames put onto them, you can make them have a green smoke come from them, so you can make the zombies puke their guts out. It's actually quite hilarious. You can drive in that game in certain levels, but the preferred way to get around is to actually run, so that way there's more for you to kill.
yeah.
As far as I am aware of, there's basically a story that goes along with it. There's a lot of and there's a lot of side things to do and activities. So it'll keep you occupied, and it's about a good 30 hours worth of your time.
Yeah.
So that's my personal take on it.
Yo, I think somebody's talking with you.
Oh, I must have had Jordan.
Yo, man.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
What's his name? Dean wants to know what they do in Pacific Standard.
What, Dean?
Dean Staple.
Hmm.
He's got his limit.
I mean, I suppose.
If you pay him, he'll pay you back. So that's how the lab will work.
Well, I can place it into consideration as an option I can do for the day, but in all levels of sincerity, Jordan, I'm actually enduring my Sabbath day for now.
Okay.
I've been working day after day, week after week, month after month, and it's getting quite weary on me. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to actually take my break, enjoy what it is I do have, and start thinking about making a decision to expand upon my games. And since I really haven't been very active on doing this, I'm starting to see the negative side effects. And I don't think basically my taunted mind would actually be a good excuse for this. So I think I think the wise decision would. What's that?
Angelique.
Yeah.
Yo, you're talking a lot, man.
Sorry. I just have a lot of information. I apologize.
Yeah, I like when you talk like you give much information and stuff.
Well, I don't know how else to say it. I do have an avid thirst for information. I just don't like to be made blind and deaf by fear and rage.
Yeah.
If that helps to make any sense.
Yeah. All my friends are. All my friends are.
What's that?
There's some friend in Suicide Squad.
What about Suicide Squad?
There's some of it.
Solo Fit? I can't quite catch you.
This song.
This
Fuck
song?
off, bitch. No, I didn't say that to you. I said it to a guy that tried to kill me.
Alright.
He got me. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. What do you want to?
Wait a sec. What is it that I wanted to see? Or what is I wanted to say? I didn't
What do
quite
you want
catch
to
you.
say?
Well, at the end of it all, to answer your question, or at least to answer your statement, yes, that is very much of the truth. I do, and this is me not boasting or gloating, but whenever I'm basically, whenever I actually like to know something, or at least if I have an interest within set entertainment, or within something that I think will be very appropriate, usually I try to, it irks, as an act of sympathy, it irks the crap out of me when I'm left in the dark, in terms for, not knowing, and, I understand sometimes I get that feeling too, so usually I like to know as much as I can before I actually start making decisions that I may later regret if I had known earlier.
Yeah.
That's why
You
I...
have children.
Excuse me?
You have child.
Do I have children in real life? No, I don't. I mean, Ed, I do actually have a lot of friends on my list who are squeakers, but I don't think I've ever been ridiculed any differently. A lot of them I personally actually think they're, well, brothers in gaming, at least from the closest perspective.
Like, I'm just want to say, like, I'm not really that one that talking a lot. Well, I have many friends that talk a lot, and they make good decisions.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, if it helps you out any, the one status quo that I usually like to roll with is, excuse me, I have 2 ears and 1 mouth. I try to listen twice as much more than I speak, and hopefully that's not too deceptive. But I think that's pretty much the way that life should run as. And if there's really nobody speaking because everyone's listening, the first one to speak, it will make things quite
The other one
interesting.
is listen, and the third is, I don't know the third though.
Well, the way I would see it is, don't try too hard, you might blow something.
Yeah.
Always ask questions. That's the one that really matters. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like to know.
Sorry, I feel you. I know what you're trying to say.
That's where true wisdom usually remains, is knowledge can be corrupted over the course of time, but you utilize wisdom to purify it, to understand its source and origin. So that way you don't mislead yourself.
Right.
Hopefully that kind of helped you out some.
Yeah, it did actually.
Well, glad to help.
Yeah, thank you. do you sometimes think like when someone asks you a question and you don't know what to answer and you just say something that you don't want to say?
So you're saying that if I had an answer to someone's question, but I didn't really like the answer very much, how would then I would react to it?
Yeah, what would you do?
Well, the way I would actually believe on that front is, if you wish to have mercy to be placed onto you, you must provide mercy onto others.
Right?
Treat others the way you wish to be treated.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, actually.
Unfortunately, people have mistaken this with the twisted tongue for revenge.
Yeah.
That's why I don't answer that call.
Mhm. Why do you have? Why you tell me you have many squeaky friends?
Mhm.
Like, what do you mean with that?
What do I think of that?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I kind of see a small piece of myself in them. I too was at one moment a squeaker. But it really pains me inside to see that even the adult gamers who actually are trolls, and they've only done nothing more to the community than just basically arrogance, and they corrupted it. There's really no one really white knighting those who are supposed to be upbringers. After all, they are our future, and the children must come first. So, since I've already had my fair share of enjoyments, why must anyone else ruin theirs? Now, of course, some of them can actually have a mouth like a drunken sailor, but I can't really say any different for my own. But I don't really promote hatred. I just basically have to say what it is that I had to say, because it wouldn't be fair any other way.
Yeah.
So, I say, do what you have to do, but just remember, at least do it for a greater cause other than your own.
Brian, who is that?
I could take a look. Not even on my friends list.
Why maybe she's on my friend list?
It's a
Oh,
possibility.
yeah, she is. Just this.
Hey, Angelic.
Jacob, what's going on, guy?
Evan. Okay, there we go. Anyway, Angelic, how have you been lately?
Just basically trying to get by each day. And you?
Oh, I've been okay. We haven't been able to talk much. I wanted to what's it called? Get some of my I wanted to get King Sniper, Colin, me, and you to do a heist once. Remember? And I kept messaging.
Well, if you're trying to get
saying,
me
"Oh,
to do...
let's do a."
Oh, sorry. Continue.
What? When I was saying, "Oh, let's do a heist," EPM, Buff Dog, and Colin and Angelic, and I was saying during the party. Remember?
Yes, I would say that I can recall that.
Well, I'm really like, I'm trying to save up for a yacht.
It's quite a big of a goal that you have there, let alone, well, what then would you do with it afterwards?
A question. What would you want to do with the yacht?
I mean, I'm quite sick right now, so I'm going to be at home from school.
Well, hopefully you do get well, but just remember, responsibility, dude. Yeah. As far as I'm aware of, as a goal that you have for yourself for the yacht, unfortunately for today, I may not be able to help you, considering the fact that I'm actually trying to enjoy my Sabbath. I'm trying to take at least one day out of my week to actually have for myself, since I've been doing
But we
heists
can
every
still-
single day.
But we can still like talk.
Angel,
Yes, Silent?
do you working?
My job is
You know
probably...
King Sniper?
Hang on a second there, Jacob. My considerations of work is having to do heists since, well,
Okay.
clock in, deal with people you don't want to deal with, everyone gets paid, and then you clock out.
So that's your work.
Well, considering the fact that I'm very heavily combatant against microtransactions since I find them to be the soul-stealing method of the spirit of gaming, where you are not based or judged from your skills but how deep your pockets are, I find that to be very insulting towards the gaming community as a whole. So,
We share the same opinion.
so since
Wait,
pretty
you
much...
working with...
Excuse me?
Sorry.
Well, I'll let you talk so that way you can have it. That way you can have something to say.
Okay, thank you. Well, is that your job in real life?
Not really. I just find it more of my calling, if anything. I find it very unfair that for someone like me who has spent 20 years of his life actually enjoying the playability of games, where, as we all know as gamers, is that if anything that artificial intelligence have taught us is that we are very welcoming to the new challenges that approach with us. However, at the same exact time, when you play the game, it's very natural to understand that you start to become better as a player as you know how the game plays. And it's not very settling when someone who has money who rolls in and just takes over everything. It is as if
that's not fun.
you basically just beat in the game by paying it off, even after paying for the game. So,
Wait, do you like modders?
modders, to me, in my personal understanding, is dependent on how corrupted the company is.
Yeah.
For example,
Most of. Oh, I'm sorry. You can talk.
no, I'll let you have this one, and I'll give you my opinion afterwards.
Well, most of players of GTA like modding, but before it was like this, they didn't like modding that much because they're thinking like if people start modding, that would just destroy the whole game.
Modding.
Modding, I can see where you're coming from, and
Modding.
that would be correct on one level. However,
Yeah.
when that principle is applied to GTA, and I usually based off on the company's decision, the ones who are in charge of providing you this level of entertainment, this new world, I guess one would say, if they were truly actually able to, this is their envisionment of a world that you are welcome to, you have to understand, you have to say to yourself, I was welcomed here. You should not say to yourself that because I stay here. You should say to yourself is, if basically Rockstar demands more out from me than what I'm able to give, then why would I be welcome? Jacob, can you please let me finish? It's very disrespectful.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not trying to sound pompous, but at the same exact time, you're not really that much in the right either.
Yeah. He's mean that he's not trying to sound like a rude person. He just wants to finish his. Excuse me, someone's calling me.
I'm not even going to say anything.
Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it.
I've had enough sometimes.
Yes, Angel, I'm back.
Alright. Sorry to say.
Where my mom say, oh, alright, I'm coming. I have to go eat, but you can say what you want to say.
I'll wait patiently until you return.
Alright, I'll be right back.
What's going on, man?